Good day, viewers. Welcome to another biology lesson. This is your presenter, Mr. Mlenga. So right here with me, I've got questions that come in section B, essay questions. So we are looking at question 9, okay? This is the question that we are going to answer based on what you have learned in the group. So question 9A, explain the term immunity to disease, okay? So we answer the first question there, immunity to disease. What is immunity to disease? So immunity is the ability of the body to recognize and resist the pathogens. So immunity is the ability of the body to recognize and resist the pathogens. Right, so this is the answer to our first question. Let us now come to question B. So question B, the question reads, distinguish between active immunity and passive immunity, giving one example in each case. Okay, so they want you to distinguish between active and passive immunity, giving one example in each case. All right, so here we'll start with active immunity. Active immunity is when the body produces, so active immunity, all right, so just for, yeah, active immunity is when the body produces active immunity is when the body produces antibodies. For example, when a person gets sick, the white blood cells will produce the antibodies. So here in active immunity, we understand that it's the body that produces the antibodies naturally. An example, like when a person gets sick, so naturally the white blood cells are going to produce the antibodies so that that person will be fine, okay? Apart from that, we can also give you an example of where a vaccination is given, which is artificial active immunity. The vaccine is given to an individual and the white blood cells will further produce the antibodies, okay? So this is what active immunity is. So we can now say, wow, since we are differentiating, wow, passive immunity. Okay, so wow, passive immunity is when the body receives ready-made antibodies. So passive immunity is when the body receives ready-made antibodies from external sources, okay? From external sources. For example, For example, through injection, or breastfeeding, through injection, or breastfeeding, from the mother, to the unborn child. Okay, so this is the difference between active immunity and passive immunity. So we have answered question A and B. We are remaining with the last question. So we have now come to question C. Question C reads, discuss how immunity to disease is reduced. Discuss how immunity to disease is reduced. So this is our question C. Alright, so to answer this question, since this is an essay question and they're asking you to discuss how immunity to disease can be reduced, so you can begin by writing your essay with a definition of immunity. So we can say immunity is the ability, this is the ability of the body, this is the ability to resist, resist diseases. Okay, so the ability of the body to resist diseases is called the immunity. So from here we can say immunity can be reduced by a number of factors. For example, HIV reduces the immune system by affecting the T cells, okay, hence making the body unable to fight off pathogens. Also, deficiency in vitamin A, C, and E, and minerals such as zinc and iron. Okay, so here we are saying immunity can be reduced immunity can be reduced by a number of factors such as HIV, reduces the immune system, okay, by affecting the T cells. Okay, so apart from that, we can also say deficiency in vitamins, vitamin A, also vitamin C, and vitamin E. So in short we are saying poor diet. Okay, so in short we are saying poor diet can also affect the immune system. So apart from that, we can also say intake intake. Okay, let me do this so that you see clearly. So here it's intake. So intake, okay, so intake of drugs, such as the immune depressant, drugs. Okay, also weakens the immune system. So here there are main factors that that you can give. Okay, there are main factors that you can give, but we can, and there are main factors. We have poor diet, also development of resistant strains of pathogens, repeated invasions by pathogens, also intake of immune depressant drugs, HIV infection, also excessive intake of what? Alcohol can also reduce the immune system, and the exposure to radiation. These are factors that can contribute to the reduce of immune to disease. So thank you so much everyone for having time to view this content. Bye bye.